Trees growing in forests experience very different conditions than trees growing in cities. In natural forests, trees grow in deep soils surrounded by other vegetation. The ground is covered with organic matter, rainfall can infiltrate the soil easily, and root systems have plenty of space to expand. Urban environments are much more difficult places for trees to grow. In cities, trees must survive in environments filled with pavement, compacted soils, underground utilities, and heavy human activity. These conditions create what urban foresters call urban tree stress. Urban tree stress refers to the environmental pressures that affect tree health and growth in developed areas. One of the most common sources of stress is soil compaction. When soil becomes compacted by construction equipment, foot traffic, or vehicles, the spaces between soil particles become smaller. These spaces normally hold air and water that tree roots depend on. Compacted soils limit oxygen availability and make it difficult for roots to grow. Without sufficient oxygen and water, tree roots cannot function properly. Another major challenge for urban trees is limited rooting space. In many urban planting sites, tree roots must compete with sidewalks, building foundations, and underground infrastructure. Tree pits or planting strips may provide only a small volume of soil for roots to expand. Because roots cannot grow freely, the tree may struggle to obtain enough water and nutrients. Urban trees also face heat stress. Buildings and pavement absorb large amounts of solar radiation during the day and release heat slowly at night. This creates warmer conditions than surrounding rural areas, a phenomenon known as the urban heat island effect. Higher temperatures increase water demand and place additional stress on trees. Air pollution can also affect urban tree health. Vehicle emissions and industrial activity release pollutants such as ozone, nitrogen oxides, and particulate matter. While trees can help remove some of these pollutants from the air, high pollution levels can also damage leaf tissue and reduce photosynthesis. Another challenge is mechanical damage. Urban trees are frequently exposed to damage from lawn equipment, vehicles, vandalism, and construction activity. Wounds caused by mechanical damage can create entry points for insects and disease. Urban foresters must therefore consider these stress factors when selecting tree species and designing planting sites. Certain tree species are better adapted to tolerate urban conditions such as poor soils, heat, and pollution. Selecting species that are well suited to the local environment improves survival rates. Urban forestry programs may also use techniques to improve growing conditions. For example, soil improvement practices, structural soil systems, and expanded planting areas can help provide more rooting space. Mulching and proper watering can also help reduce environmental stress. Understanding these environmental challenges is essential for building resilient urban forests. For the ISA Urban Forest Professional Exam, remember that soil compaction, limited rooting space, heat stress, pollution, and mechanical damage are common sources of urban tree stress. Exam questions may emphasize that urban environments create conditions very different from natural forests, and trees must be selected and managed accordingly. Today we explored the environmental stresses that affect tree health in urban environments. Understanding these challenges helps urban foresters design planting programs that improve tree survival and long-term canopy growth. But one group of trees provides especially important benefits in cities: large, mature trees. In the next podcast, we'll explore why mature trees are the backbone of urban forest ecosystems. You've been listening to the Arborist-podcast. Our goal is to grow our collective knowledge, one domain at a time. If you enjoyed the podcast, please like, share, and subscribe to help us keep this momentum. Until next time, let's keep growing this community together.